High intelligence often sounds like winning the ultimate lottery. We imagine a life of ease where problems vanish and success comes effortlessly. But the reality is far more complex. Behind what seems like a remarkable gift often lies a unique set of silent struggles that are rarely discussed. This is the paradox of a high functioning mind. It is both a blessing and a burden, a powerful tool that can sometimes work against its owner. To understand this, we need to dismantle the common myths that suggest intelligence makes life simpler. In truth, instead of an easier path, high IQ often brings unique emotional challenges, a tendency toward anxiety, and a crushing sense of pressure. The first major hurdle is the mind that simply cannot find the off switch. For someone with high intelligence, every conversation and every minor interaction is analyzed from every possible angle. Long after others have fallen asleep, this analytical brain is still running what if scenarios. This isn't just a habit, it's a psychological state known as analysis paralysis. When your mind creates so many connections and possibilities, making a simple decision becomes an exhausting ordeal. Instead of moving forward, the brain loops back on itself, proving that sometimes more information doesn't lead to better results. It leads to a total block. Then comes the weight of expectations. There is a constant, invisible pressure to succeed and to be right every single time. Society expects highly intelligent people to be infallible. Just one minor mistake can trigger comments like, "I thought you were supposed to be smart." This external pressure quickly becomes internalized, creating an intense fear of failure. This fear often manifests as imposter syndrome. Despite having objective evidence of their competence, intelligent people often feel like they are just lucky or that they are frauds who will eventually be found out. It is an exhausting way to live, feeling like you must constantly prove you belong in the room. Closely related to this is the trap of perfectionism. When your standards are set incredibly high, anything short of absolute perfection feels like a total failure. This makes the finish line practically unreachable. You end up in a cycle of frustration and burnout because you're chasing a version of success that doesn't exist in the real world. This perfectionism doesn't just apply to work, it bleeds into every aspect of life, making it difficult to enjoy achievements because the focus is always on the small percentage that could have been better. Socially, high intelligence can create a profound sense of isolation. There is a deep, persistent craving for meaningful, complex conversations, but the world seems dominated by small talk. This often leads to a feeling of being lonely in a crowd. Furthermore, the tendency to question everything, including authority and long-standing traditions, doesn't always win friends. It can make a person seem difficult or contrarian when they are simply trying to understand the why behind things. The result is a persistent feeling of being misunderstood, even when surrounded by people. Another struggle is a specific kind of boredom. This isn't just having nothing to do, it's a lack of mental stimulation. A mind that constantly seeks complexity and new challenges will essentially start to shut down when faced with monotonous tasks or repetitive social interactions. This isn't laziness, it is a hunger for input. Without a constant stream of intellectual challenges, motivation disappears. For the highly intelligent, routine isn't comfortable, it's suffocating. There is also the burden of hyperawareness. A high IQ brain acts like a high-resolution radar, constantly scanning the environment and picking up on patterns, hidden motives, and tiny nuances that most people miss. While this can be a great skill, it is also incredibly draining. You see the problems before they happen, and you sense the tension in a room before anyone speaks. Processing this constant stream of information takes a massive amount of mental energy and can lead to sensory and emotional overload. Finally, we must talk about the emotional weight. High intelligence often correlates with deep empathy. This means the pain and problems of others are felt almost physically. This leads to a phenomenon known as emotional contagion, where you absorb the feelings of those around you like a sponge. You end up carrying an emotional burden that isn't even yours to bear. It's an invisible weight that affects your overall well-being and can make the world feel like an overwhelmingly heavy place. So, is a mind that sees the world on so many levels a gift or a curse? The answer is likely both. It's a rare gift that requires a specific kind of maintenance. Finding balance means setting clear boundaries and surrounding yourself with people who understand your unique perspective. It's about realizing that thinking more deeply doesn't make you too much or weird. It is simply a different, more insightful way of experiencing existence. Understanding these 8 struggles is the first step toward finding peace within your own extraordinary mind.